It's now time again for Max, the Middle C Music Unboxer.
Hey everybody, Max here at Middle C Music. We have new issues from Barenreiter, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to break into them. So let's see what's inside the box. Alright, to start off here, we've got some new Rameau. Look at that cover from Barenreiter. That is very cool. As it comes also from the Society of Rameau. And we've got a really great new edition here of Daphnis et Aegle. So that is very cool. Moving forward. Haydn, ooh, the late piano sonatas. Look at that cover, dude. That is some bright yellow. The pianoforte was really coming in its own by the time Haydn was writing this late. So let's take a look inside of what we've got here. We've got, okay, these sonatas here are included in this edition. Look at all these fantastic notes, too. Let's see, okay, so we've got a whole great introduction here about piano sonatas, the late sonatas, notes on this edition, and oh, this is cool. So this is what I was looking for. We've got these notes on performance practice here, and it looks like we get into some of the differences in instruments. Here we're talking about the kind of pianofortes that Haydn was using at the Esterházy court. We get into Viennese grand pianos here. And then, this is cool, then they're comparing, I think, the English pianos with the Viennese pianos. So then once we get into the English sonatas, which he wrote in England, he would have been using those instruments while he was writing them. So that is super cool. And, of course, as usual, really beautiful, beautifully laid out engravings here. Very nice. All right. So, next we've got Dvorak Piano Quintet, Opus 5. Everyone knows I love Dvorak very, very, very much, and his chamber music has a special place in my heart. So it is always great to see Barenreiter's prolific expansion of Dvorak's music. So that is very cool. It's in some plastic here, so I'm not going to open it up right now. Next, still close to me, we've got Saint-Saens. As a cellist, you gotta love Saint-Saens. He wrote so much for us, from concertos to sonatas to the little pieces. Probably one of the, I would say, the second most famous cello piece ever, the Swan, comes to us from Saint-Saens. Now let's take a look at this sonata here. We've got first edition. Okay, so this is the incomplete one. This would be, I think, he wrote a third sonata that he was working on in the late teens, and we don't have, my understanding when this was, they found a part of a manuscript in the 90s, so I would bet that is what we're looking at here. We've got some great, of course, English, French, and German preface. Yep, and okay, let's make sure this is what I was talking about here. Looks like Durand pushed him to write this. And okay, yes. Yeah, this is, okay, there were two manuscripts written, because they lost the first one from Saint-Saens, and then he wrote the second one. We have a part of it. So really great for Barenreiter to come out, and also a lovely color here with this edition. All right. It's like last but not least, we have the Chetaville Il Pastor Fido, attributed to Antonio. So the funny story of this one, this is a famous collection of supposedly Vivaldi sonatas, often played by the flute or the oboe or the violin. Discovered also early 90s that it was a fake. One of the great forgeries of all time in the musical world. Chetaville published this with only a tiny amount of Vivaldi's music inside of it, and the rest of it was all his. And Vivaldi didn't know, nobody knew for a very long time, and much more recent scholarship has unturned that. So here we have, looks like the authoritative Barenreiter text edition with correct attribution. I mean, obviously it's still probably some pretty good music if we're still playing it and he passed it off as Vivaldi. So thanks, Barenreiter. A lot of cool stuff here. And we look forward to seeing what you've got for us next month.